Hello and welcome back, and I'm out harvesting hiking sticks. I'm at my new favourite location and I've got a very small window of opportunity time wise, and I'm just going to grab a few, and that's pretty much the way it's going to be for the next week or so. I've got about, well, just over 2 months of harvesting season. I will have to put in some big days doing it, but every little session of harvesting, you know, all put sticks in the rack drying, so if I get a chance I come out and get a few. You can see it's pretty cold because the sheep water drinking containers, it's all full of ice. But I won't get a chance to get too cold because I've got to hump all these sticks all the way up this hill. So let's get down to where I left off down here and see what I can retrieve from this little area that I may have missed. Now, I haven't come fully prepared for a proper harvest. I've just got my saw and I've got my forged knife. That's a heavy knife, and it turns out it's quite good for chopping as well. So I'm as lightweight as you can go to harvest, which means a lot of the sticks I won't be able to get or easily get. So I'm only going to take the easiest ones I can get today. Like I said, I'm short on time and it's just about getting what I can. And you can see there's plenty for me to choose from. It's just about making sure I get the right gauge. I've got quite a lot of heavy sticks in the rack at the moment, so I might try and get some of the lighter ones to make lighter gauged hiking sticks. But I pretty much finished up about here where that post is, so I still have a long way to go to exploit the whole of this hedge. So I've got about 20 pieces there, but I think I'm going to try the right hand side at the moment. I need to be a bit more prepared to go in there because I've actually got to go into the hedge. I've got no eye protection, and I haven't got my big loppers with me. Like I said, I've come here light-handed. This is just basically just to get a few easy ones. So I'm going to make my way to the right hand side and try over there. You can see I've taken one there, and if I bring you down the hedge, you can see I've selected and taken one from there. And those sticks are down there. They've been processed, but there's something quite fascinating. I'll let you have a look. Now, from time to time, I will get a question whether I'm at craft fairs or people just buying sticks or just talking to me in general about the environmental cost of what I do. Am I actually hurting the environment? And I've said it before on these videos that I'm coppicing, and that has pretty much been done for thousands of years. And it's sustainable, and not only is it sustainable, the tree actually thrives on it. And I'll show you what I mean. So there you go, you can see the one I've just taken. Well, here's one I took last year. And you can see it's dark, it's healed over and sealed. But as you can see, there's two small shoots coming straight off where I've cut. What's happened is, because it's been cut there, it's encouraged the tree to push up more twigs and branches and shoots. And as you can see, for the one I've taken, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 in its place. And yet again, you can see the same from where I took last year. Here, that's last year, that's last year. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 shoots from 2 I've taken. So as you can see, the hazel tree in particular, this does happen with a lot of the other trees, but hazel is really prolific for this type of coppicing, and it actually thrives on it. As you can see, for every one I take, it might throw 3, 4, 5 shoots out to replace it. And within about 6 to 7 years, maybe 8 years, I'll have sticks I could take from there again. And yet again, for that one I've taken, there'll be 8. And what you would do from there on is probably take 4 of them and leave 4 to grow. But you would have to manage the tree and keep it in balance, because obviously if you've got more shoots coming up one side than the other, you would have to balance the tree yourself so it doesn't suffer any wind damage, and hence the management of coppicing would take place. Yet again, you can see last year's harvest there and there, but this year that one and that one are big enough for me to take. And obviously, as I've already said, 1, 2, 3, 4 shoots coming off that cut there. So, and you can see how vigorous the growth has been, as these shoots are really thick and healthy. But yeah, let's get this one here. Alright, just process this one. I think I'll take it about there. Well, I think I've spotted the first daffodils trying to push through. How about that? We haven't had the cold weather to really kickstart their growth, I would have thought. We've had some frost and it's cold now, but they usually like 2 or 3 solid weeks of cold weather before you start to see anything. But yeah, I've got some coming through in the hedge here. Well, there you go. You can see them just pushing through there. They really are kind of a little bit messed up, I think, in their clock. They're a bit early. But in any case, I've seen some more sticks I want. Now, as I cut these sticks and I process them, you notice I'll take the top off. I will start feeding that back into the hedge, and I'll weave that in to help make that fence or hedge stop proof, so that I'm doing the landowner a favour for letting me actually take the sticks out of the hedgerow. So it's a win-win for everybody. Well then guys, thanks for coming along with me this morning on this little harvest, and I thought it might be just nice for you to see me come back to this location on what I call an impromptu, very quick, on the spur of the moment harvesting session. I couldn't get a lot of the better ones because to climb in the hedges, I do like to have safety glasses, and I like to have my loppers where I can take it off in, you know, seconds rather than be sorting with branches moving around in front of your face. So, but I've still come away with 60 pieces, and that all adds to my end of year number in the rack. So I'm more than happy with that. My next harvesting session, probably for you guys, won't be here. I'll take you down to some woods I go to, quite simply because you've been here a few times now, and I'll try and keep it a little bit fresh for you. But a harvest when I'm out in those conditions, down through steep valleys, having to go across streams and rivers and things like that, it literally is, you know, 10 or 12 pieces is hard work to extract out of the location, and on top of that, you know, that would be an extremely good harvest for me under those circumstances. You know, 6 or 8 pieces would be considered, you know, I'm quite happy. So as you can imagine, to get 60 pieces straight off the bat, just a very quick session here for a few hours, you know, it's absolutely unheard of for me. But yeah, thanks for coming along. All the best. Take care, stay safe, and stick around. Next year you might see some of these going through the workshop. All the best, Andy.